The North Must Remember Season 9 character review and some general information. So the writing for Season 9, Blood of Kings, is still in progress, but the first few episodes are complete, and I've moved on to some recording and editing. Season 9, labeled Blood of Kings, will consist of approximately 12 episodes, consisting of roughly 10 POV videos in each episode. Until I complete writing, I plan on posting one video per week until all 12 episodes are complete. That'll be approximately 120 videos total, and of course that'll be subject to change. At that point, I will be able to upload 2 to 3 videos per week. I don't want videos to catch up with the writing because that would just be disastrous. Luckily, the new revelations in Season 1 of House of the Dragon should have no effect on Season 9 thus far. In fact, the canon might have even been enhanced a bit, in my opinion. My worry was specific to the dragon egg hatching requirements, which remain unaffected so I can carry on as planned. Other plot lines that I plan on elaborating are as follows. How Dany was able to hatch her dragon specifically, why Jaqen H'ghar was in King's Landing during Season 1 of Game of Thrones, what happened to Dark Sister and Dawn, capabilities of blood magic, limitations on face changing, Jaime and Cersei's backstory, the significance of Mir Mazdur's ultimatum, the meaning of the Targaryen house words, and then finally why Daenerys was fireproof. Just for some organizational clarity, The North Must Remember Season 8 rewrite consists of videos 1 through 85. Since I am not yet aware of how many videos there will be in Season 9, Blood of Kings, I intend to label the first video of Season 9, Blood of Kings, as video 86, running through possibly 200. Though of course, Season 8, a small handful of new characters were introduced, along with a few children being born to major characters. The remainder of this video will be a brief overview of new characters introduced in the Season 8 rewrite, or eventually will be introduced in the upcoming Season 9. The following contains spoilers for Season 8 rewrite known as The North Must Remember. I would suggest watching those videos first, otherwise you're likely to be very confused. And without further ado. Little Sam Tarly, born to Gilly Tarly, unofficially, adopted by Samwell Tarly, named as heir to Hornhill, assumed to be a blood relation to Samwell Tarly. He joined the Night's Watch at the age of 16 and was named Lead Ranger of Castle Black 3 years later. He's currently approximately 19 years old. He has exceptional resistance to the cold, above average in combat, riding, and survival, dirty blonde hair, blue eyes, and a slender build, currently stationed at Castle Black. Brianna Baratheon, daughter born to King Gendry Baratheon and the Lord Commander of his Kingsguard, Arya Stark. Named in honor of Brienne of Tarth, when she gave her life defending Arya during the trial by 7. Currently the princess and sole heir to the Iron Throne, unmarried and unbetrothed. Gendry and Arya were never technically married, though they've always remained exclusive with one another, and this is a point of contention between Arya and Brianna. Brianna receives emotional support from her father, but it is her mother that pushes her to better herself. Currently 15 years old, capable warrior, hunter, and rider, but also embraces the ladylike features of the time. One could call her the spitting image of Lyanna Stark herself. Black of hair, brown of eyes, with a slender build, keeps the gods both old and new. Resides in King's Landing with her unmarried mother and father. Next we have Valon Greyjoy, naturalized son to Theon Greyjoy and a commoner mother named Ciara. She was the daughter of the captain of the merchant ship Miramar. Named by his mother after Theon's father Balon, though she misheard his name, resulting in a Valon Greyjoy. Nearly 20 years old, and was naturalized by Jon Snow, now known as Jon Stark, during his 5th year at the request of Lady Yara Greyjoy. Theon never knew of his son's existence. Valon is named Lord of the Iron Islands during the King's Moot during his 12th year, after Yara stepped aside for her position of Master of Ships on King Gendry's small council. In Iron Island tradition, he was sailing at a young age and captained his own ship by the age of 11. At current, he is the most capable commander at sea, and the Greyjoy fleet follows his command gladly. Very capable at hand-to-hand combat and with a bow and arrow, which is his preferred weapon. He's an average rider, but is respectful of the king's laws despite the groanings of his men. He maintained a good relationship with his aunt, Yara Greyjoy, and his first mate, Osmond. He quickly has become everything Theon wished himself to be. He rarely speaks of his father, and is embarrassed by him for varying reasons. Brown of hair, brown of eyes, with a medium build. Resides at Pike, Iron Islands, and prays to the Drown God. Somewhat sarcastically. Ned Stark, trueborn son of Sir Jon Stark and Daenerys Targaryen, born beyond the Wall and raised by his father Jon. Named Eddard by Jon after his biological uncle Eddard Stark. Goes by Ned for short in informal settings. Named the heir of Winterfell by its current lord, Brandon Stark, due to his inability to further the Stark name. Currently 15 years old, soft-spoken. Perhaps timid due to his feelings of not having a clear place in this world, and the pressure of living up to his father's legacy. He has a complicated relationship with his father, and Jon's obsession with rebuilding the wall and finding Daenerys always seemed to take precedence. Ned often felt brushed aside, so he blazed his own path and surrounded himself in his mother's culture. He speaks fluent Dothraki, and constantly has drawn Dothraki riders to him, who were loyal to his mother Daenerys, is obsessed with dragons and the prophecies of old Valyria. He's an average sword fighter, unless on horseback, and he's very capable with a bow, one of the realm's best riders for his age. Brown of hair, brown of eyes, average build. Raised on the old gods, but studied the Dothraki religions as well. Currently resides at the Last Hearth, though he travels often between Eastwatch, Molestown, and Winterfell. Joanna Lannister. Daughter of Cersei and Jaime Lannister, born in King's Landing prior to her mother's execution. Named by Sansa and Tyrion Lannister for Tyrion's mother, Joanna. Currently 15 years old, fiery, argumentative, intelligent, and fulfills the normal lady stereotypes. Refers to Tyrion and Sansa as mother and father, but is aware of her birth parents. Not a warrior, nor has she trained in any type of warfare, though she is educated, literate, and aware of modern politics. She currently has bright blonde hair, blue eyes, is slender and very attractive. Does not practice any religion. Currently resides in King's Landing along with her adoptive parents and her cousin/brother. Speaking of which, Tyler Lannister, trueborn son of Sansa and Tyrion Lannister. Currently the heir to Casterly Rock, 5 years old, literate, and intelligent. Dirty blonde hair, green eyes. Prays to the Light of the Seven as encouraged by his mother. Currently resides in King's Landing with his mother, father, and cousin/sister. Brynden Tully, trueborn son of Rosalind and Edmure Tully, not yet named the heir to Lord Edmure. 18 years old, average in combat, average rider, and above average bowman. Currently has auburn hair, brown eyes, and an average build. Prays to the Light of the Seven, and resides at the Twins with his mother, Lady Rosalind Frey/Tully. Jon Tarly, trueborn son to Gilly and Samwell Tarly. Second son to his elder brother, Little Samwell Tarly. Second in line to inherit Horn Hill, named for his father's closest companion, Sir Jon Stark. He's a distinguished warrior, trained in bow and sword. 15 years old, brown hair, brown eyes, muscular build. Prays to the Light of the Seven, and currently resides in Winterfell as a ward of House Stark. Sir Hunts. Heritage unknown. Former captain of the Golden Company, hired by Cersei Lannister. Promoted to command of the Golden Company after the ordered execution of Captain Strickland. Pardoned by King Gendry and volunteered for duty at the Night's Watch. Promoted to command at Castle Black under the cognizance of Lord Commander Stark, now seated at Eastwatch. He's a revered leader, warrior, and horseman, unmarried and childless to his knowledge. Does not openly practice any religion. Currently resides at Castle Black, but frequents all manned castles along the wall. And lastly, Osmond, heritage unknown. Former first mate to Captain Theon Greyjoy, currently the first mate to Valon Greyjoy, Lord of the Iron Islands. He's an expert sailor, tested warrior, but an average rider. Dark hair, dark beard, tall with a large build. He currently prays to the Drown God. Resides at Pike, Iron Islands, though he is frequently out to sea. There will be other new secondary characters, but not worth discussing at this time. Hopefully the first video, number 86, will be posted in the next few weeks, and every week thereafter. Please like and subscribe, and would love to hear your comments. Any comments you have regarding the story or any of its new characters.